Right now, more Illinois breds coming on. They're the group for race number 12, second elimination for 3-year-olds, and here's the field in that one. Number 1, Walter Brown, owned by Marvin McBee, Linden, Indiana. Bill Stahl trains. It'll be Dale Heitman driving Walter Brown. 2 is Cold-Hearted Ransom, owned by Michael Ross of Mendota. Irvin Miller trains. Andy Miller gets the call. 3, Conspicuous Absence, owned by Brian Penske Stable Inc. by Tim Town. Brian Penske trains. Dean McGee is up. 4, Downright Expensive, owned by Sheila Elliott of Crete. Mike Arnold trains. Dave Maxwell in the bike. 5 is Ralph's Rebel, owned by Diane Koch of Joliet. Susan and Lauren Pyle of Bloomingdale, Michigan. Lauren Pyle trains. Tony Morgan in the bike. 6, Sports Czar, owned by Shirley Robinson of Miamisburg, Ohio. Brian Stevens, the trainer. Dan Knox will drive. And number 7, Mr. Major, owned by Shirley and Arthur Levin of Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Homer Hochstetler trains. Dave McGee in the bike. Trainer Brian Stevens of Ohio probably sends his first performer to the Illinois State Fair. Brian, son of Charles Stevens of Lebanon, Ohio, having raced basically the Ohio and Indiana fair circuits and raceways, so probably a first-time starter for him in Sports Czar. The post and the gate is in motion. Eighth away. Here they come. They're often pacing from the outside. Sports Czar first away. Also out quickly is Cold-Hearted Ransom. On the inside, Walter Brown gets away third. Racing 4 now as they swing toward the turn is Downright Expensive. Conspicuous Absence next. They race now toward the quarter-mile mark. And with the lead by a length as they head that way is Cold-Hearted Ransom. Andy Miller on the outside. Park trying to make the top. Sports Czar getting the trip. Walter Brown's third. Fourth behind him as they reach the quarter-mile station will be Conspicuous Absence. Racing fourth next as they race past the quarter-mile mark and head now down the backstretch is Downright Expensive. As they head that way, racing 6 is Mr. Major, and treading that field of pacers early is Ralph's Rebel. Front panel in 28 seconds. They're headed toward the half. And with the lead now by a length and a half, Sports Czar, he made the front before the half. He's on top by a length and a half. Behind him, racing second is Cold-Hearted Ransom. Third down the backside is Walter Brown. Behind him, racing next as they approach the half-mile mark is Conspicuous Absence. First to move to the outside is Downright Expensive. He's rolling from fifth, now fourth, as they race past the half in 57.3. So off a rather leisurely half for this class pacer. They're past the draw gate, and the leader is Sports Czar by 2 lengths. Behind him, racing second, trying to keep the gap closed, is Cold-Hearted Ransom. Walter Brown yet to move from third. Outside him, Downright Expensive is fourth. Racing fifth, moving up Mr. Major. Sixth to the inside of him is Conspicuous Absence. At the back, Ralph's Rebel. They're at the 3/4, and past that mark, Sports Czar strong. He's there in 1:26.1, and they may not catch him. He's at the top of the lane. Second is Cold-Hearted Ransom. Third is Walter Brown. They're in the final 1/8 of a mile, and the leader is Sports Czar from Ohio. And the final going, here comes Cold-Hearted Ransom, and tipped out, here comes Walter Brown, racing up on the outside. On the inside, coming on Conspicuous Absence. To the wire, it's going to be Sports Czar, then Walter Brown in a tight photo with Conspicuous Absence. 1:53.4 from Ohio, Sports Czar. Lebanon training facility for a number of years. During that time, Brian was a little boy. No little boy no longer. He has made his mark as a trainer, and he's going to greet a winner of the Illinois State Fair Colt Stakes eliminations for 3-year-olds. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the Brian Stevens trained, Shirley Robinson owned, Dan Knox driven Sports Czar. Sports Czar, the winner, Walter Brown, was 2 in the photo, and number 3, Conspicuous Absence, was 3. Winner, another by Sportsmaster, giving that sire another credit, bred by owner Shirley Robinson of Miamisburg, Ohio. This horse, as you can see, has a very limited racing background, only 5 starts at 2. Rather undistinguished a year ago, twice second. This year in 4 starts, coming in, 2 wins, 1 second. Now it's 5-3-1-0. And enjoying a very good year. Now here is the unidentified factor in next week's championship dash. Nobody knows just how good this horse is. He won his last 4 races, 53-4. Now 53-4 at the Illinois State Fair with what appeared to be gas left in the tank. There he is, Sports Czar and Dan Knox.